Hey, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Reggie. Listen, today is just going to be a quick video, just a little discussion and a little bit of a motivation for your haters out there that like to troll and watch and talk about you. We have a special message for them at the end, but mainly for you. A little bit of advice on how to deal with them. But for the most part, today, I just want to talk about something that I have been hearing a lot lately from people. And mainly it's just people that feel like they've gotten to a point in life to where they feel like they sacrifice so much, or they feel like they've been so focused on one thing or one aspect of their life that when it comes to now, as far as being in a relationship, they find it very difficult to meet somebody. Some people feel like, well, I've been so focused on trying to get a career, or so focused on work, or so focused on raising kids that I never took time to build a relationship with somebody. So when I get later in life, there's somebody for me. This is very common among single fathers and single mothers. Yes, single fathers, because people don't want to acknowledge that. But single parents often will spend a lot of time just trying to raise their kids, provide for their kids, and that's definitely to be commended. But sometimes they forget about themselves. They forget about who they are as a person and what they will need as life goes on, and as they start to progress and get older, as the kids starts to get older. Then when the kids get to an age to where the kids are like, hey, I'm going to college or I'm moving away, the parent starts to feel alone. Then they start to feel like, wow, I really am just by myself right now, is how they feel. They feel alone. They feel like they won't meet anybody because they feel like they not wasted, but they've dedicated so much time to other aspects of their life that when it comes to that part of their life now in their later years, that they feel alone. And it's tough because you definitely want to see your kids have everything. You yourself, you may have dedicated your time to establishing a career and making a certain amount of money and having certain things. Then as you get older, you start to get to the point of where you feel like, man, yes, I got a career. Yes, I got the job I want. I got the education I want, but I'm alone. And it starts to eat at you. It starts to get at you. And we can't deny that everybody, as we get older, we do yearn some form of companionship. And when you get older and you start to feel like so many years have passed, you begin to feel like you maybe wasted some time. So what are you going to do? How do you feel about it? Do you feel like that time is wasted? Or do you feel like your better years are yet to come? Some people will look at it and say, you know what? No, I don't have anybody in my life right now. Yes, I'm in my late 30s or 40s or 50s and I'm alone, but I'd rather be alone than have to be in a relationship with somebody that I'm unhappy with, or somebody that really just brings more stress and anxiety to my life than they do bring peace and love. Now, for some people, that's the reason they don't really get into a relationship, and they have adjusted their life to the fact of they are single and they are happy with it. So it doesn't mean that you have to go out and find somebody, but some people have just accepted the fact that this is the way I want to live my life. I don't want to deal with the stress and the anxiety of being with somebody, having to be responsible to somebody else in a relationship. I'd rather be responsible and accountable for myself. But for those of you who do feel like I went through life and now I've given so much of myself to other things, and I'm at the point now to where I wish I had someone in my life, now it's the time to where you are starting to question those things you did. You're starting to question those decisions you made. For some people, you would just focus on achieving a goal. For other people, you push people away. You have some people that start to feel like, well, you know what? Gosh, that was a great woman. I pushed her away. That was a great guy. I pushed them away. And then the worst thing is you begin to settle, because you feel like So many years have passed, so much time has passed. So now you're just going to settle for whatever comes to the door. Not necessarily, something bad, but you're not settling for what will complement your life. You're settling for just something to be in your life, something to occupy a space, and you hoping that it works out to where it can fill that void that you're now feeling. My advice to you is you can't go back and change the past. The best thing for you to do now is to find ways to make your life the best that it is. And if somebody comes along, they comes along. If nobody comes along, then nobody comes along. So, but you can't force people to be in your life. So don't let yourself get in the mindset that I have to make this person fit in my life because the clock is ticking, time is ticking. I want somebody now to do things with and travel with. You don't want to put yourself in that position because you're just going to end up unhappy and you're going to just end up filled with regret. Take your time. Pace yourself. If you want to get back out into the dating world, get back out into the dating world, but try doing things that you enjoy. Try to meet people that will be in your same circle of activities and mindset. And don't just go out there and just be blanket about it and feeling like, oh, well, if I want to meet somebody, the best place to go is a nightclub when you're not a nightclub person. Or the best place to go is like a bar. You're not a bar person. If you're not a sports person, but you meet somebody who likes going to games every week, you're not going to enjoy it because that's not your thing. So just be mindful about that. And sometimes you may need to seek maybe some professional counseling or guidance, like a professional certified life coach to kind of help you talk through this phase of life. It's normal for people to feel regret about things. It's normal for people to feel like they missed out or they're lonely or they feel there's a void. If you're going to fill that void, make sure you do it in a positive way so that you don't set yourself back and you don't invite anything or anybody into your life that's going to bring negativity to you. So I hope you enjoyed that. I just wanted to share that with you because I'm hearing a lot of people talk about that. Now, for those of you who are creators and you got haters out there, people who are doing nothing with their life, but they're trying to find things that they can spy on you and watch on you and talk about you and, go behind your back and try to either, mess up your life somehow. They can try to mess with your job, mess with your relationship. They're just haters. Listen. People are going to do that no matter what. And sometimes it's the people that you may be with for a few hours a day. There's some of you out there who are creators and you have jobs and you got people on your job who are nosy and who have no life. So they feel the best thing that they can do is go after you. Some of you got people in your neighborhood. They don't know who you are. So they get curious because you're a quiet person. You keep to yourself. You mind your business. So they want to make your business their business, which is none of their business. People are always going to hate. So this is what I tell people. Listen, people hate. They're going to follow you on social media. Then they're going to start trolling you. But listen, it makes your numbers go up. So let them keep watching. It makes your numbers go up. Let them just keep watching and seeing if they can find something. Because every time they click on the video, that's a click up for you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, people are going to hate regardless. And for those of you who are out there who do social media for whatever, I really respect the people who are out there trying to do positive things with their social media. They're talking about self-care. They're talking about charities. They're promoting, self-growth and professional growth. I love stuff like that. Encouraging people to start a business. Those are the people that I respect. So whatever haters you got out there that's on your stuff and trying to ruin your life or destroy your career, tell them to kiss your ass. Okay? And just ignore them. They're not even worth the time. Because they're going to keep going. But the key thing for you is keep doing things that's helping other people. And I always say, this has always been my saying, even if your content only reaches one person, and that one person is influenced and changes their life because they heard something or they can relate to a message that you said that's positive and inspires people, brings about love, then keep doing it. You know, like I said, there's a lot of conflict right now. There's a lot of gun violence, people who don't like the police, people who just don't like what the government is doing. It's a lot of stuff. You know, we got to remember there's going to always be mixed emotions, but don't let yourself get caught up in it. There's good cops and there's bad cops. There's cops out there doing good things who don't want to hurt people. Then you got some rotten cops who shouldn't even be in that uniform and wearing that badge. Just like your job. You got some good employees and you got some crappy employees. You got employees who hide behind other people who don't know the job. Then you got employees who care and try to do the best they can. The best thing you can do is stay positive, stay focused, and don't get distracted by the idiots out there who have nothing to do with their life but try to ruin other people's lives. But for that, I will say, you guys be good. You guys stay up, stay positive. It's the winter time. Keep in mind, if you're getting ready for spring cleaning and you're throwing away clothes, please make sure that you send those clothes to a local shelter or donate them to a homeless place, because there are people out there who are really in need. So any unused clothing you got, please make sure you donate that stuff to help people out, to help stay warm, especially in this winter season. And the same thing when the summertime comes, be willing to donate. Food drives, let's provide and help. And I really suggest that you donate to places that really give these items away versus trying to make people pay. Let's just be a good person, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got it to give, please give. Thank you for checking out the Simply Straight Talk YouTube channel. We will be back with more of our podcasts. Not this week, like I said, to do some conflicting schedules, but next week we'll be back with another show of the Simply Straight Talk. See ya. Peace.
It's your choice, all right here. Oh, Simply Straight Talk.